It's the Eagles going up against the Texans.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas at NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Houston Texans. Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They stay on the ground. Rolls again. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, it's Wentz. Green's got it over the middle. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. First down, this is Rawls. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
He'll buy some time right. And some space here. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Michael Bannon in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep, Dre Archer. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Houston. Dre Archer, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans have taken the early lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And their second attempt here, the first drive, stalled and they punted.
Time to break some things out, I think, in the playbook. Now that they've gotten out there, gotten settled a little bit, let's see if they open things up. Maybe try and get the ball in the hands of the guys who can get the ball into the end zone. They're playmakers.
They would like that. Throwing on first is Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On second down, here's Wentz. Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
Now Wentz on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on third downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Here's Archer. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Texans take possession. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. Second down to the offense needing 5 yards.
Watch it now, Barney.
They run again with Foreman. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There's a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
Well, first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
And he's going to get this one all the way up to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. He spins free, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And an update from the Circle City up in Indianapolis. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Shift together here from the D-line.
All right, here we go.
A run by Foreman to start the drive. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Gerald McCoy is so slippery and elusive in the interior of the defense. I don't care who has the assignment to block him. It usually ends up having to take at least 2. And most of the time, that's not enough either. Witness that tackle for a loss.
Off play action, it's Webb. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Elvis Dumerville in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Here's Webb. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
Here we go now.
They'll run with Foreman. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
All right, now, look at 56. Detroit, here we go. Detroit. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Again, it's Foreman. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way.
Webb now from the gun. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
They go play action here on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 15 yards through the air on a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Wentz now on first down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Now Foreman. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. A big play there, 98 yards, and the Texans will add on to their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Wentz now on first down. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 23 yards on the play. On first down, Wentz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the second quarter in Detroit. And that one a 2-touchdown advantage now for the Seahawks. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Here we go now.
On first down, it's Webb. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
A carry for Foreman. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Webb. Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reaction to this.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to sack him for a loss of 6. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Eagles on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Wentz. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans. And we will skip the highlight show this week, get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the second quarter in Detroit. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's Foreman. And he powers his way up past the 30. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got daylight. The 40. He's at the 30. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. It's a big play on third down for the Texans. 58 yards on the ground. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. Exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Now Webb, and that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Robbie Anderson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans will extend their lead. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On second down, Rawls. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. Working from the gun, Wentz. He finds Beckham complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That one goes for 24 yards. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And that takes us from second to third down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers, no matter what it says on the scoreboard.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Aaron Donald in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Brett Kern now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is Archer. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Houston. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Hurry up, here we go.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Webb. Eluding the pressure right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact. Able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. Elsewhere, 2nd half action at Heinz Field. And the Browns have moved out in front there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And possession will switch here as this offense will come on deep in their own territory. And out now come the Eagles. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Wins to throw on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Back to the ground on 1st. Again, it's Rawls. Room here to run. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and drop shy of the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And he's into the clear. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. Here's Wentz to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On third and long, it's Wentz. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And here comes the Texans now. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time. And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
To throw is Wentz. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 22. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That one goes for 36 yards. From the red zone now, Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Anthony Barr able to get in there and drop him behind the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Snags it for the pick. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And it's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. They go again with Rawls. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
And not much room there, so he'll get it up only to about the 21. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And now here is another interception. Read it well, and it's picked. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Texans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is.